up right when he starts. Kevin with the timing. Welcome, everybody. Do You Convert Live episode. We make up numbers here. We're like on 58. That may or may not be true.
102, last I heard.
Yeah, you bet. Hey, this is it. One of the most exciting times of the year. Personally, absolutely. I think it's better than Christmas, even better than my favorite holiday, the 4th of July. Mm-hmm. It's time to launch our 4th annual online sales and marketing summit.
Crazy talk. The 4th? I know.
It's the 4th. Kevin, sure? Are you excited?
I am beyond excited because every year it gets better. Not just the venue choices and not just the speakers, but just people keep coming back. So that's part of the fun, is seeing people who have advanced in their career and taken their companies to new places and are coming back to get seconds, thirds, or fourths, I guess.
Absolutely. And we're going to improve this every year. We look at different locations, different fun hotels. This year, Dallas,
Mike's
Texas.
Jokes. Your jokes.
Mike's jokes. Yeah, I'll improve the jokes. Dallas, Texas, September 13th and 14th. You'll see the links. We'll post those in this live session. But we want to take this time and really give you the inside peek on what this is, because a lot of people who haven't experienced the Online Sales and Marketing Summit want to know a little bit what it's all about. We're also going to share some new things that we're doing. We've got some special guests that we'll be bringing on.
That's right. Yeah, the best.
We want to make sure that you have all that information and you are ready for this. So, Kevin, let's talk about what's in store. Talk about the people who are coming, why they need to be there, and then we'll talk about some new special guest presenters that we have coming this year.
Yeah, every year when we do this, we get the emails in from people who are like, I really want to come. And a lot of times we're like, you shouldn't. So that's a good point to talk about the people who should be there.
Yeah.
Owners want to be there. The CEOs want to be there because I want to hear some of the latest and greatest little nuggets of wisdom and tips. But this is really for the frontline people. And so, yes, if you manage a team of frontline people, this is for you as well. But this is really for those online sales specialists, new home specialists, for the marketing people who are running AdWords campaigns or partner with outside folks who doing SEO work, writing blog posts, updating pricing on the back end of the site. So it's for the tactical frontline and those who manage them first and foremost. Other people who have tried to sneak in the back door in the past have gotten that ticket and just will not accept the refund. They're excited too. They're interested, but in terms of takeaway, which is what we want you to come away with this from stuff you can go do tomorrow.
That's right.
That will impact the bottom line. And the CEO, just not the right fit typically.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we really want to make this, because I think that's what a lot of people like, is being around someone who's doing the same thing that they're doing day in and day out. So I think that's really important.
And they can talk about their boss while they're there openly.
Let's not do that. Hey, if you're joining us, say hi. And if you've been to the Online Sales and Marketing Summit, post a quick comment. Tell us what you love about it. If you're coming back this year, post a comment and let people know that you're coming. We always love to see that. Good to see you, Ingrid. We see you on the on the live. Hey, so, okay, this is different this year. So the vibe, remember, it's exclusive. Part of it's exclusive. So if you get in, you're in. That's awesome. But we're also doing something a little bit different this year. We're bringing new fun outside speakers. So I'm going to pop this up here for you and just show you some of these speakers.
We've got those beautiful faces.
Yes, beautiful faces. Rhonda Conger is coming. If you haven't heard her, she is a fireball, full of energy.
Some say she was raised by wolves.
Some say she was raised by wolves. I love that in her bio. But you're going to love this. So online sales specialists and leaders, you're going to learn from her. Steve Passanelli, who's a crowd fan favorite. He's coming to talk about the latest and greatest things with video, email. Ooh, Andy. Oh, this is good. We don't just have his picture. We have him live. We'll talk about him here in a second and bring him on. And then Paul Cardis, who talking with Avid Ratings. Great partner, also great information that we're sharing with that. The other thing that we're doing new this year, we are actually including a leadership track. So anybody who's managing the role of the online sales specialist, this is big. They want to know, hey, what do we do? Recruiting, hiring, training, how much do we pay them? How do we coach them? All these things that we're not talking about in front of someone, who's live doing this. We're going to have a whole separate track. So
there's tiers. What do I do, Mike?
They're crying. They're coming to me that they're throwing their phone in the pool and say they lost their phone. This stuff happens. That's right, Kevin. Yeah. So, hey, a lot of new things for you this year besides a great venue and location, but let's bring up our next special guest. Kevin, while I'm pulling him to the broadcast, why don't you introduce Andy Garberson from Lunametrics?
Andy Garberson is my favorite person to talk to in depth about SEO, analytics. I mean, we talked about it on this last week's podcast. Andy was our special guest, and he brought presents. If you haven't heard that episode, go check it out, because he actually brought presents in the form of links to great resources. But one of the important things about SEO is that you have to trust the person that you're getting the advice from. And that's why he is my go-to resource. So Andy, thanks for hopping on. Thanks for actually coming out to this year's summit. Last year, you made a video for us on a bike, which was great. It was still impactful. A lot of good takeaways. People still talk about that video. But on last week's podcast, we talked about you elevating the discussion, or trying to elevate the discussion around SEO with home builders. And tell us just a little bit about how you plan to do that at the summit, and a quick idea of some of the broad topics you plan to chat about.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Kevin, and thanks for having me on today. The first thing that I want to call out is at the summit this year, we're going to totally bar the words rankings, traffic, visits, sessions, all of the I consider vanity metrics that I think SEOs and digital marketers focus so much of their time trying to optimize toward. And our goal this year is going to completely change that to be things that are more business focused. Let's talk about leads. Let's talk about revenue. Let's talk about using all of the tools that Google and other search engines give us to make as much money for our companies and make happy customers as we possibly can. The days of focusing on that number one ranking are over, because at the end of the day, aside from a nice pat on the back, a number one ranking doesn't generate any revenue for you or your business.
Yeah, I rank number one for fun things to do in Peoria, Illinois on Saturdays, but who cares?
And right? It's bringing in the money. Congratulations.
No, I like that. We'll have a swear jar for charity of sorts. I know some builders do this. You can't say the word lot. You have to say home site, where you've got a swear jar that you put the money in. So I think that's what we should do. The Andrew, which we didn't say, is with a company called Lunametrics. We've actually worked together in the past. I've paid him to be a consultant for home builders that I have worked at. That's how much I trust him, and I'm just super excited to bring him and expose you to all the marketers in the room. Warning though, he will get nerdy, but he keeps it fun and relatable. But at the same time, if you're scared to look at, you don't know your analytics login, you're scared to look at the dashboard, we may have a little bit of like a quick 10-minute catch up for you guys. But Andrew's an all-out nerd, right? You love the data and what it's saying.
Admittedly, yes. I work for a data-centric company. Everything we do is tied back to the numbers. And so I will try to spare some of the people the details. But you should come with
this is the place to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
A cup of coffee, some sugar. Be prepared to dive in, because that's where we plan to go.
And lastly, you've spoken
too. I need to call that
out. You've spoken at some fantastic events as well. So he can zoom in and out, but this is a place unlike others where we can really get nitty gritty. Again, the attendance is limited. It's 150-ish for the whole room, online sales and marketing. And then we'll veer off to a smaller group of marketers in our own safe place where we can really get the nerd juices flowing. So,
excellent. Yes, my people. I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be awesome. I'm telling you, if you haven't heard that podcast, literally to talk that deeply about things in such common language is a true gift. So I couldn't be more excited to have you joining us.
Andy, we are excited. If you're excited to see him and you're coming, say, Andy, we're excited to bring our nerd juices. That's the new hashtag for this. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'll take it. Thank you so much for participating and jumping on this Facebook Live just to share a little bit about what you'll be sharing at the summit. We appreciate it, bud, and we'll see you in September.
Can't wait.
All right. Awesome. So we've got great outside speakers. Like we said, Kevin, nerd juices are flowing. We've got a couple people on here. Kristen, thank you so much. She said, I've been twice, so much great info, such an awesome opportunity. And we do share a lot of stories, and like Kevin said, we're going to split this in 2 different tracks so that you feel like it's a place to connect. It's one thing that makes us different is we actually limit the size of the audience to make sure everybody gets that attention they deserve. So we want to make sure we're doing that. Now we've got some of our own speakers.
That's right,
Kevin. So let's bring up some of our other favorites. We've got Andrew and Jen coming in to the broadcast. Oh my goodness, it's like the Brady Bunch.
We're here, the Brady Bunch.
And all right. Mike's the dad. Just
oh, come on. So there's Jen. Everybody say hi to Jen, our director of fun. Jen, what are you excited about? Last year was your first summit presenting as part of the DYC team. You've been to summits before, but what are you excited about this year?
Oh my gosh. So I am super excited about all of the people using the word excited, first of all. Whenever we start talking about the summit, it's like, I feel like I'm back, a few years ago as a new online sales specialist, my first time coming to this. And it's like summer camp. This is the only event for us, for our crazy selves, right? Where we can come, we can get together, we can share stories and challenges, and you don't feel like you're, on this island by yourself. So I just look forward to seeing everybody, actually be able to shake hands in person, hug, and being a speaker with these guys, what an honor and privilege it is to be on this team and be able to share experiences and stories and everything. So that's what I'm most looking forward to.
Yep. And Ingrid says hi to both of you with the emoji that I still don't totally understand. Right. Thanks, Ingrid.
I think it's like holla.
Hey, remember this emoji?
High five. I don't know.
Yeah. Holla.
So yes, the other thing, just kind of like you said, there's a lot of great industry events out there, but the sheer collected amount of online sales specialists in one place does not exist. Right? There's 70, 80 and you're like, whoa, I didn't know. I've seen a few of them in the wild, but now they're all in one place. This is amazing. So that's great. What do you love about the location? What are you excited about for Dallas and the W Hotel?
Guys. So right in the heart of downtown Dallas, this place is amazing. And I just want you to know that there's a lot of thought that goes into where we choose to have this event. So it's all about you. It's all about your experience. In fact, one thing you might not know is the registered trademark at the W Dallas is, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget, whatever, whenever service. So, I mean, this place, this is work, right? But it's also like a little vacation for you. We know how hard you work, right? So we want you to be comfortable. We want you to be in an amazing environment and have the bed to yourself. You don't have to share it with 6 dogs and a husband, So this is really, we really want to make you comfortable and have you have such a pleasurable experience. So you're going to love the W.
And it's a little bit funky, which I like. It's got that modern
edgy.
It definitely has some. What is that? Little plastic cows going up the stairs in strands. It's
a sweet
little
place.
Edgy.
The Kardashians lived there for a brief moment in time. So and it's contained. You're not going to be overrun with other conferences. This is all, we're going to take over this hotel and it's going to be great. So we're excited, Jen. We're excited to have you share with the group. We've got a lot of great things that you're presenting. So thank you so much. Yes. And if you guys are excited to see Jen, make sure you chat it out in Facebook Live and she'll give you this emoji back, right? Next up, Andrew, the one and only Andrew Peak, the co-host of Market Proof Marketing.
Let's
he's in charge.
Yeah,
he's in charge.
I'm in charge.
Manager of lead generation and co-host of Market Proof Marketing.
Lead generation, Market Proof Marketing. Yes. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun this year. Case studies, so real life things you could take away and do on your own. It's going to be pretty much my objective to get that to you. It's always, at least for me, it's hard to digest other people's content, especially on the marketing side. if they're not specific, like, hey, here's what it did, here's what it looked like, and here's the results. So the goal for this year is to have, here's what we did, here's the results, and here's how you can do it. Here's why it worked. So you have a lot of really real life takeaways.
Yeah, takeaways from the industry and takeaways that don't end with, and if you want to know how that happened, sign up for our online course or come to the second conference or buy a ticket. That's that's the beauty, is there's nothing hidden. We talk about it plainly. We show you the behind the scenes, and we don't promise that you're going to have those exact same results, because every builder, every market is a little bit different. Right now, people are talking about what's your lead to sale conversion or traffic to sale conversion ratio.
Yeah.
That's a fun number to talk about at a conference, but to Andrew Garberson's point, what if your builder has a goal of a 30% profit margin and the other builder is okay with 18? I guarantee you all of your metrics look completely different if that's the case. So Andrew's the best when it comes to showing those live case studies. And Andrew, talk a little bit about some of the topics we're going to talk about, because I actually just got an email about 10 minutes ago from someone who has been to not one, not two, but three. There must be a conference, 3 different marketing conferences in the last 6 months. And they actually gave me a list of all the things that are not covered that they wish would be covered at conferences like this. So give us an idea of some of those topics.
I call them the Fantastic Four. The Four.
Ooh, superhero.
I just made that up right now.
Congratulations.
Facebook ads, Google ads, so AdWords, analytics, and landing pages, because those are exciting. I don't know why. They're super cool. You shouldn't always use them. So when should you use them? When should you not use them? But all 4 of those combined to get the best qualified leads for your OSCs.
I know one place or time you shouldn't use them is if the OSC is already crying. Don't use them.
Yes, please.
We'll give that one away right now for free.
Can't deal with any more tears.
The phone will be in the pool.
Right. Or the toilet, one of the two. Yeah. Well, as you can see, again, we want to also share expertise. Like Kevin said, this is not something you come for the 2 days and you're going to get the full download. Nothing is left behind. This is not something where we're here to sell you. And the partners that we bring in, you'll see the list on the online salessummit.com. You'll see the list in the emails that you get from us. These are hand-selected partners who aren't sitting there waiting to strike. They are people who are already using their products and their services, and they want to just be there with you at the summit, help you and support you anyway. So that's our philosophy. It's a little bit different what we do here at Do You Convert. And this is the one time a year where we get to bring everybody together, give them the latest and the greatest, and also keep pushing the envelope as it relates to online sales and marketing, lead generation and lead conversion. That's all we're doing here at the conference. So Jen and Andrew, I'm always excited to see you on the stage sharing your expertise with the team. Thank you so much. We're going to do a couple more things here and wrap. So we appreciate it. See you in just a second. All right. So one thing you want to keep in mind, we're doing this a little bit early. Last year, Kevin, we did a Facebook Live while we were selling tickets.
Launch.
Big mistake.
Big mistake. It gets a little bit crazy. The phone lines are full. All hands need to be on deck, just because people are, help. I bought a ticket. I want to buy another ticket and my credit card's getting declined. Can you help me with that? No, we can't help you with that, but we can talk to you and make you feel better.
That's right.
We can't help you with that, but still we want to try to provide the best support to everyone while that launch is happening.
Absolutely. So if you made it to this section, right, you're listening to my voice right now and you're seeing Kevin's beautiful face. We are opening and launching this May 2nd. My assumption is last year it sold out under 3 hours, right? The year before it sold out in a few hours. And we just launched it to our VIP list. So you have to go to the website, onlinesalessummit.com. You have to sign up on the VIP list, and you've got to pay attention. We'll email and call you when we launch to the public or to the VIP list, and you'll get that information. You'll have to register right away. You got to do it one at a time. So definitely be doing that, and we will be here to support you. We want you to be there. If you've been thinking about this, we're giving you this video in advance. Go talk to your manager. Go talk to your owner and say, please let me go. This is the only place where I'll be able to actually see my people and learn more. And we always guarantee anybody who signs up, we guarantee satisfaction, money back guarantee. If you don't see a return on your investment, You call me directly, you call Kevin, we'll give you your money back. We want to make sure you get it. And we haven't given a refund to date. So that's pretty good, Kevin, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, there's no way. I mean, AdWords alone, if you apply those best practices that Andrew's going to share around AdWords, you can save tens of thousands of dollars in just a couple months. I mean, that alone pays for the ticket if you're a marketer.
Absolutely. So we want you to be there. We're asking you right now to be there. Thank you, Melissa, for your comment. We love having alumni, award winners. These people are winning awards and they're coming to this event, and you get to meet all of them in person and also learn from the great presenters that we have and meet some awesome partners. Kevin, we've got one more special thing to do right here at the end.
We do. Yes, okay. Absolutely. Before we go, we want to introduce you to the newest member of the Do You Convert family. Her name's Jackie Askews. Woo! She is phenomenal. Absolutely fantastic. She is the queen of digital design here at Do You Convert. And it only took me somewhere between 2.5 and 3.5 years to convince her to come take the job. But I stuck with it. I chased her down and I kept saying, come on, come work together. So Jackie, give everyone a little bit of background on your time in new home marketing.
Absolutely.
Something you love doing.
I do. I've actually been in the new home marketing world for about 7 years now. And my first official job out of college was for Heartland Homes. I was brought in as the graphic designer and marketing coordinator, which is where I had the honor to meet and work closely with our Kevin Oakley here. So I got fully introduced into the world of Oakleyisms. And Kevin, I have to tell you this, if I didn't before, kind of when I had an epiphany of when I knew I would love working for you was probably a month in. It was 8 a.m. It was spring, so it's still dark out. And we were probably the only two there at that point. You had blasting out of your office, Foster the People's Houdini.
That's right, yes.
And I knew at that point, I was like, I'm really going to like this guy. So
if you're going to work hard, you do have to play hard. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So I would say, like, within that first year working for Heartland, Kevin, you were right there with me. Heartland was acquired by NVR, and it, like most dramatic 22-year-olds, I panicked. I was like, life as I know it is over. I'm going to have to look for another job. And in that moment, it was rightfully so because my position did not exist. Yeah. I would have been the first of its kind.
Everything that NVR did was out with agencies. And so you were the only designer standing in at the time, I think there were 45 home building divisions of the company. Yeah.
And that to me, I couldn't believe it. They kept me on to continue managing the advertising and marketing designs for the Heartland brand, but also they had me handle the scope work of Ryan Homes Pittsburgh. So that was overnight. I was kind of given the digital, print, email marketing, community collateral design work for 2 divisions.
Don't forget those signs.
Right. Signs. How can we forget that? And 2 divisions to 4. 20 communities to over 50. So it was a very fun, challenging, fast-paced work life.
Yeah. And all the email marketing, email is one of her special talents. My favorite thing is when people ask, so what other tool are you using to create those email templates in Lasso and other? And we're like, no, we just do it. But she makes them look fantastic. And, if you've worked with designers out there, you know that sometimes it's hard to explain to them the things that are unique to our industry. And that's why I chased her down, is because she has those 7 years of experience of being able to speak builder. And so she knows, for example, that you don't put the front of the garage in the largest portion of the image when you take a photograph or when you're choosing which image to use. Right. So yeah, she is going to be at the event as well to say hi to everybody.
I am so excited. I can't tell you, like, I know you're probably going to ask me what my most, thing I'm looking forward to the most is definitely just being able, this is my first job working remotely. So I've kind of gotten out of that crazy fast paced work life to suddenly working with my cat, I mean, so it's one of those things where I can't wait to meet everyone. I talk to a lot of people on a day-to-day basis and get to put some faces to names. And I will admit, this is a gasp moment, but this is my first summit that I'm going to. So I can't wait to just see what all the hype, I hear so much praise, and so many people talk to me about how awesome of an experience it is. So I can't wait to be in the front row, cheering you guys all on. Andrew, Jen, the speakers, I can't wait.
And if you come, make sure you come up to Jackie at some point and ask her what her favorite Photoshop or Illustrator tips are to make your content look fantastic. Right. She would love to tell you.
Absolutely.
She's the best. She's the
best.
Well,
we're excited. Introducing Jackie to the world. She's been helping our customers and clients, but also, just so you know, Jackie, your cat, if they come, they have to buy a ticket. Okay.
Great,
it doesn't matter. People, cats.
We'll buy a ticket if she
and don't fly United.
We're excited.
Right.
Thanks, Jackie.
All right. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. As you can see, we love our Do You Convert team. We love basically what they do for our customers and how they help with clients. And we want to share this with the world. That's what the summit's about. So make sure, don't delay. Go sign up for that VIP list. Get ready for the launch coming tomorrow. We will be there to help you through this and talk through any questions or comments that you have for us. We are happy to do that and leave those here. Kevin, what are your final words? What are kind of your
final words are, again, big thanks to Lasso CRM, to Zillow Group, to BombBomb, to Rendering House, to Avid Ratings, all of our partners. Partners are just like tickets. People ask us, why don't you just sell more tickets? You could make more money. Why don't you just have more partners? You could make more money. It's not about the money at all. It's about elevating that conversation. It's about having the trusted resources that we want to be there, because we know that if you go to work with them, you're not going to have problems. They're going to do the right thing for you and buy you and tell it to you straight.
That's right.
So big, huge thanks to them. And there will be additional speakers added. We just don't have them all confirmed. And some of them, John Lee, I'm looking at you, and owe me a headshot. So we'll get them on the site as soon as we get the headshot or get them lined up. There'll be more speakers talking about specific topics as the months and weeks continue.
Absolutely. I'll tell you this, just kind of everybody still on. If you're on here to the end, you are someone who cares about their education. And top producers and people who are going somewhere in this industry always invest in themselves. So I just encourage you, this is an opportunity to invest in yourselves, to grow, continue to learn, and be connected with the best and the brightest in the industry. They're going to be there in Dallas, and we want you there too. So thank you so much for your continued support. And we will see you at the Online Sales and Marketing Summit in Dallas, Texas at the W Hotel coming up. We're excited. We'll see you soon.
See you there.
And I'm not going to end the broadcast. I think this should be our B-roll.
Yeah, the B-roll. Absolutely. People need a support group, by the way. I still go back to when I used to come back from the Builder Show, that high that you come down off of, where you're like, man, what just happened? I just reconnected with all these people. Yeah. And the cool thing is you come to this event, you get that support group because you're going to be texting and emailing and connecting with those people, on the terrible free Wi-Fi or expensive Wi-Fi on the flight home.
On your phone.
We're still broadcasting, but this is the B-roll section.
We are still broadcasting.
We are still broadcasting. Jen, how excited are you for this summit on a scale of 1 to 10?
11. I get such, butterflies thinking about, just being with everybody. Just like Jackie said, we see each other, we see our clients virtually and everything, but I love to be able to, see you in person and meet new people and just share. Mike and I are very passionate about the online sales role. So being able to share that with other people is really exciting. So.
Andrew, are you ready for our second summment?
I'm ready. Yeah. Last year was awesome. So this year will be...
I will not be wearing high heels the whole time.
She learned her lesson. And Jennifer, you are our last comment that we will be showing on this because you did multiple claps. So we're going to clap it out. Thank you very much. Good to see you. All right, guys, we will see y'all soon.